What's your favorite way to spend a weekend? Oh, hey, hey, there she is.
Huh? Who?
Helen, your crush.
OMG? What should I do now?
Quick, take your chance.
Calm down. I don't know what to say.
Just be yourself. Try your best.
Hello, Helen.
Hi, Glenn. What's going on?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, what would you like to ask?
What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Sometimes I just stay home, surf Facebook, YouTube, something like that.
Oh,
But sometimes I also go for a jog.
really? Well, I also like jogging.
Where do you often jog?
Yeah, Stanley Park. It's great there.
I'm getting bored of jogging alone. Let's go for a jog together this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, we'll meet at 10 a.m., then go jogging together. What do you think?
That's great, Helen. I'll text you through.
Here's my Facebook.
I think it would be fun if we go have lunch together.
I agree.
Oh, great.
Well, I have to go. Congratulations, man.
Oh my god, I still can't believe it. I got one with one hit.
Have you read any good books lately? What's the matter, Claire? Oh, hello, Leon. I have a headache with the assignment in academic English. Writing a report about a book? I don't think it's difficult. But I don't have any books at home. Have you read any good books lately? Can you lend one to me? Of course. I have quite a few good books. What type of books do you like to read? I don't know. I hardly read books, Name a few. A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. Ew, the name sounds weird. It's a very good book about the universe and physics. Nope, doesn't suit me at all. Then I have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, a fascinating science fiction novel. No, I don't like reading science books. Suggest another one. Guns, Germs, and Steel, a fantastic book about human history and politics. No, I don't like history at all. It's boring. Well, this is hard. Can you take classic literature? I think so. So let's try The Thorn Bird. I think it really suits you. Okay then, I'll try. I'll come over for the book tonight. Of course. I like to read books before bed. Wow. Are these all yours? Yep. Did you read them all? I just take them one by one. Actually, some of them I haven't finished. When do you read books? I like to read books before bed. Sometimes stories are even repeated in my dreams. Wow, you really love books. Why? I don't know, Claire. It happened after I read the first book of my life, Hearts. But, I feel sleepy when I try to read a book. That's the problem. Don't try. Let your imagination be naturally. Imagination? What is your dream, Claire? I don't know. That's because you don't have an imagination. Form it up slowly with books. So could you lend me the first book you read? Hearts? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a good start. My sister is taller than me. Hey, Alex! Oh, hi, Joyce. How's it going? I'm fine. Do you have any plans for sports clubs? Sports? I haven't even thought about it. There are many sports clubs at school. I think you should join some of them. But for what? Firstly, health benefits. If you study all day without exercising, you'll be very weak, right? I guess. Moreover, sports clubs have many participants, so you can expand your network. Great. So what sports do you think I should choose? Should we choose the volleyball club? It's not so hard. I think it's a good place to start. What do you think about basketball? Oh no. One person in my family playing basketball is enough. Who's that? My sister. Really? Really. My sister is taller than me. Why don't we try swimming? Swimming can make you as tall as her. But do we have enough time to join 2 clubs? Each operates 2 times a week. We can arrange our time. We can schedule our time. Really? Let me see. Is it okay every Monday and Thursday? We can take volleyball on Monday and then swimming on Thursday. Okay. What's the most interesting fact you know?
Hey, Leon. How's the group project on geography?
I'm just finishing my part. What about you, Henry?
I've gathered some information, such as terrain features and areas, and so on, of states. Plus, I will include some peripheral territories along with their history in the presentation.
Cool. That would be great.
What about your part, Leon?
As discussed, I will go deep into culture and anthropology, and I found some pretty interesting facts.
Oh, what's the most interesting fact you know?
The U.S. society was once known for its melting pot style.
What does that mean?
In the past, many ethnic groups immigrated to America. They lived and integrated into American culture.
Absolutely.
But they have no cultural identities of their origin. You can find Asian or African American descendants who know nothing about the customs of their ancestors.
That's right.
However, our society is gradually shifting to the salad bowl style.
Meaning?
It means that immigrants retain their cultural identities, creating communities with their own culture, education, and lifestyle. They even receive support from the government for this.
Oh, I see. Immigrants from other countries in recent years practice their customs right in this country.
Exactly. The phenomenon is worth discussing.
Okay, let's include that in the presentation.
What's something new you've learned this week? Hello, Mr. Clark.
Oh, hello, Betty. How was your internship?
It's all new. There were so many things I never thought about.
What's something new you learned this week?
The first is how companies operate, totally different from how I was thinking.
How?
I often imagine typical scenarios when mentioning companies, like formal clothes, boring offices, tense meetings, or fierce arguments.
That's how it was back in my time.
Yes, but things are different now. The first interesting thing is the way it all works. The company I'm interning with has nearly 100 employees, but many of them rarely work in the office.
Really? How do they work?
It's all online, sir. They only present at the company on a fixed day of the week for the purpose of meetings or handovers.
Exactly. That's the current trend.
Furthermore, working hours are flexible. Some employees go there for just a few minutes or a few hours, and then they go home.
Don't they keep track of their time?
No, all work performance is measured through KPIs. It could be sales, deadlines, etc.
We must admit that the fixed-time working model is obsolete.
Yes, so employees have more time for other commitments and families. Surprisingly, the company's capacity is higher than others in the field.
You had a pretty impressive week of learning. Be prepared to welcome more novelties next week.
How do you usually relieve stress after a long day? Hey, Peter.
Oh.
Hi, Steven.
How was your day?
Terrible. Everything's terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys are so lucky that you don't have to deal with those crazy customers.
Well, dealing with partners isn't easy either, pal.
But the partners at least do things according to agreements. Customers always ask for the moon. Also, they're extremely unreasonable. I'm mad at them.
Peter, calm down.
It's stressing me out, Steven.
Come on, will we have some drinks?
All right. How do you usually relieve stress after a long day?
Well, I have plenty of ways. When I first started going to work, I played video games. But now that I have a family, taking care of them after hours is one of my things.
Isn't it tiring to take care of others?
I didn't say human. I mean my wife and the cats.
Well, pets help us relieve stress, right?
Of course, how they treat us, their sincerity, etc. It all makes me feel comfortable after having to deal with humanity.
I think I'll get a dog. Can you show me some things that I need to do?
Of course. I visited my grandparents. Hi, Betty! Yesterday I saw you waiting for the bus at Main Street. Really? Where were you at that time? It was unfortunate I couldn't call you. I was in a friend's car. Where were you going then, Betty? I visited my grandparents. Your grandparents? They must live in North Vancouver. Oh, no. They just live in the surrounding area. There are quiet neighborhoods there, unlike downtown. But wait, so you have your origin here? Is there any white person that was born in North America? My family has Scottish origin. They were among the first pioneers in BC. My grandparents are already the 5th generation. Wow, so your house must be very old. That's right. That house was built by my great-great-grandfather himself, after a few generations of wandering. What a family with deep traditions. My grandmother makes delicious beaver tail, better than the one sold on Grouse Mountain. OMG, next time can I go with you to your grandparents' house? I'll talk to my parents first, okay? The elderly often have regulations. Fine, tell me if it's okay. My brother is funny. Hey, Brian, why a long face?
Leon, I'm desperate.
What's so bad?
I haven't found an apprentice chance.
Don't you plan on going to college?
Yes, but I want to take advantage of the summer days and free time to learn a trade. You know, when we're college students, we'll have lots of time. Can't waste it on useless things.
You have so much foresight. I have never thought about this, but you're right. Hey, Brian, I know someone who can help you.
Who's that?
That's my brother. He's a businessman.
Is that the brother who is more than 10 years older than you? Is he difficult?
Oh, don't worry. My brother's funny.
Really? I feel better now. But if I ask him too much, is he going to be upset?
Although he does business, he's also a teacher. He really likes being asked questions.
Great.
and he gives enthusiastic instructions at work. You won't miss the opportunity to apprentice with him.
I feel quite keen now.
He has a lot of knowledge. I'm sure you'll learn more when you're with him.
Okay, so when can I start?
Yeah, let me confirm with him first.
Okay.
What did you do last weekend? How are you, Leon? Hi, Claire. I'm good. How was your weekend? Great. I read most of the book. How about you? What did you do last weekend? I went on a trip with my brother with some of his friends. Oh, where did you guys go? We camped at Mount Baker. There's quite beautiful scenery there. Is that all? Not really. There, my brother performed an interesting demo lesson. What kind of lesson? Outdoor skills. Sounds strange. Sure, there weren't many courses like that. It's a course that instructs basic skills needed in the wilderness, such as camping, trekking. Oh, like survival skills? No, survival skills is broader. Although my brother has a lot of experience, he never claims to know anything about that. So when does he perform his next class? Maybe next weekend, or a few more weeks. I don't know. He's quite busy. It must be a great passion for him to spend his precious weekend doing this. That's right. My brother is close to nature. He started camping when I was in elementary school. Hey, let's ask your brother to hold another demo class. I'll get some classmates to go. Good idea. And we can provide feedback that will help him make his course better. Great. Thanks, Claire. How do you prefer to start your day? Coffee again, Dylan?
Why not, Stephen? This is great. I always want to have it as a morning starter.
Cool.
How do you prefer to start your day?
My perfect day must start with an effective workout at the gym, followed by a nutritious breakfast, and a bottle of electrolyte water is indispensable.
Oh, you don't drink coffee?
Absolutely not. Do you know, coffee or other stimulants, if they are used for a long time, they're harmful to your nervous system.
I know, but there's nothing else to wake my brain up.
There is. I stimulate my brain with movement. You see, I often take a short nap on weekdays at the office. But on weekends or vacation trips, I rarely do that.
How come?
Physical activities such as climbing, setting up camp, they all help me stay awake.
Why is that?
Our human bodies are not designed to sit forever.
But it's our job. How can I improve?
It's actually simple. If you use your brain to work, you have to make your body move during breaks. On the contrary, if you do manual jobs, you have to train your brain whenever you have time.
I got it. If my body is healthy, the brain will be clear. If my brain works well, the body will work more accurately.
Exactly.
So, after work, could you take me to your gym?
Okay. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? What's wrong with you, Nelson?
I hate being outside and having the wind tapping my face like this. Home is the best.
No wonder why you feel cold on a cool day. You should do exercise.
I don't like waking up early.
Do you enjoy outdoor activities?
Never. What about you?
Yes, definitely.
So, you're a sports star, huh?
Oh, no, I don't play sports. My outdoor activities are hiking and camping.
Oh, I've been hearing about this, but I've never experienced it.
Then we can arrange a whole day. I will give you an experience of being close to nature.
But I'm quite afraid of insects and snakes.
Don't worry. If we settle carefully, we should be able to avoid most of them. Furthermore, snakes actively avoid humans.
So, what about predators? Are there any risks from them?
Of course, yes, but that's only if you trespass on their territory. To be safe, let's just stay in the place as allowed by the ranger or landowner.
Well, I've changed my mind. I don't fit such adventurous hobbies. Maybe I'll find a marathon club.
Fine, I'll connect you to a group I know.
My birthday is in June.
You're the new employee, Naomi, right? Yes. How can I help?
I'm Dory from Human Resources. I would like to ask you about your birthday. The company has a birthday celebration event for employees born in the same month.
Oh, yes. My birthday is in June.
Oh, is that so? I also have my birthday in June.
What day were you born?
I was born on the 21st. What about you?
I was born on the 12th.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Indeed, it was like fate that I came to work here.
What made you think that?
I tried to find a job for weeks, but still no result. Every day, I stayed at home to do hustle jobs, like copywriting or proofreading.
Not much, but enough to survive, right?
Absolutely, but there were demands. I didn't want to be like that forever.
So what did you do?
That day, I was supposed to complete 2 proofreading tasks, but instead, I decided to take my dog for a walk to clear my head. And by chance, I met Jimmy, the head of Human Resources, who was also taking a walk. My dog Max kept clinging to him, and he also really liked Max.
So you have to thank Max.
Sure. After that, we talked a lot, and Jimmy arranged a placement for me here after hearing about my situation.
And it's fortunate to meet a person who was also born in June in this company.
Ha ha ha. Yes, I hope I can do my job well.
We will always give support, so don't worry.
Thank you, Dory.
We watched a good film yesterday.
Yo, Viet, you good?
Yo, Carlos, fine as hell.
How was that date with your crush?
Betty, it was nice. We talked for a while, set a date, and then we watched a good film yesterday.
So, the date was successful.
Yes, but I still feel confused.
Why's that?
She paid for everything on our first date.
So, what?
Obviously, that's not normal. Shouldn't men be the ones to pay?
I don't know what Asian culture is like, but here, things are not like that.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, did she use the word invite when talking about going to the cinema?
Yes, absolutely yes. I remember every word vividly.
So that means she would pay. Here, everything is transparent. If you want to pay, say you're inviting. If you want to share, say so.
Oh, so simple. In my home, it is impolite to let a woman pay for the first few dates.
Not here. Welcome to North America.
Cool. I feel Betty is a wonderful person. I will invite her on our next date.
Great.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
All right, Professor. And let's go on with the next question from the students. What is your favorite childhood memory?
To be honest, My childhood was not very remarkable. It was quite calm with my family, my parents, and my sister. My favorite memories come mostly from my time in college.
Really? Can you name a memorable one?
Yes, I was 19 years old that year. I had heard a lot of talk about interstate highways, and to my family, who had been farmers all their lives in remote southeast Texas, the highways were something strange.
And what did you do?
At that time, I had just finished getting my driver's license. My dad told me to go buy some animal feed using the family's pickup. Since it was my first time, I had to look at the map as I drove. After loading the last packages into the truck, I looked at the map and realized I was only a few dozen kilometers from Highway 45.
Oh, I feel it was stimulating for you.
That's right, I didn't think much. Threw the map on the passenger seat and hit the gas toward Route 45.
Where did you go?
Dallas. There I took Route 20 east, then turned right into a small road south to go home.
It was reckless. At that time, there were no Google Maps. You only had a paper map in your hand.
Youth, man. My father chased me through the cornfield that night when he saw me showing up at 5 p.m.
He must have been upset and worried.
That's right. But after he heard my story, he pondered for a moment.
Why was that, sir?
I didn't know what my father was thinking. But the next day, he asked me to drive him back the way I had gone. From then on, my father and mother worked less hard and traveled more often. For the first time in more than 40 years of their lives, they traveled out of Texas.
That's meaningful, sir. I can see that traveling and changing between places makes our lives better.
You are right. Therefore, I will never stop moving, even though I am over 60.
That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Remember to practice English every day to improve your skills. Watch the video at least 3 times a week and repeat daily conversations to improve your listening and speaking skills fast. Try to mimic the intonation and pronunciation in the video to enhance your speaking fluency and pronunciation. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on my video. Please subscribe to the Learn English with Jessica channel to watch more helpful videos.